Alright guys, so it looks like we got a big show today. We got Cheers Token, Coq Inu, Success Kid, Pepe, Coq Inu, Wojak, and finally Donuts. So yes guys, it's going to be a big one today. So why don't we give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified of all of our contents. So why don't we start off with Cheers Token. Alright, so Cheers Token is not looking too bad in comparison to some of the other meme coins, because there are some dropping like a fly right now, but ultimately we are still ranging for Cheers Token, which gives it a bit more solidity within the project, and nothing has dumped it majorly just yet, which is absolutely good news so far. So that means we're still kind of in this trajectory right over here, which means once we do break above from this spot over here, I could only imagine we should be able to push up at least to retest right up here. So we just need to break above this level over here to retest up here. Only once we are at the top of this larger rectangular box, I could only see us pushing a lot higher. Hopefully we can claim back this area up here. Then ultimately, once we break there, it'd be a quick sharp move to this height up here. The reason why for that, because if we look to our left, all we see is nothing but red candles over here without any greens. So that means once we do break up from this spot over here, then we should be able to quite easily, even add like a second trade there. We can claim this profits from the bottom of here. From the top of this smaller rectangular box, at least till about there, that should be a quite easy trade. Otherwise, I should be targeting up there. That can easily give me anything around about 65% move from here to there, and that's not too shabby, guys. But if we measure it from the current price, from here to there, it's about 264% move to the upside, and that's a quite healthy move to the upside. Not only would it be in your profit, also structurally it means that we're back in the bullish territory, and it shouldn't take long for us to at least reclaim back its all-time high before getting into a discovery phase. So remember guys, nothing here is a financial advice. It's pure speculation and entertainment purposes. However, I have been trading for a long while, and I'm giving you the signs that I think when it looks bullish to trade or bearish to even trade even further to the downside. Either way guys, this could be a still pretty decent move coming in, but we just need to wait for confirmation. I hate trading without any like clear sign of confirmation. Well, I won't say clear sign, at least a confirmation that gives me a high probability of winning my trade, whether I'm going up or down. So yes guys, so right now we're looking kind of boring, but sometimes boring is really healthy. Reason why, because it looks like there's no dump yet in Cheers Token. We are going sideways and things are currently on the up and up. So as long as we stay in this area over here, then I'll be happy for it to go sideways for long enough until we can see a decent move coming in. Then hopefully we can capitalize on the move, whether it goes up or down. So this is currently what's happening in Cheers Token. It's actually a great accumulation phase, which means you can add a lot more to your bags. So that way, once we do make that 260% move to the upside, you can just 2x your portfolio, and that's not too shabby. Right, let's move over to Coq Inu. So for Coq Inu, it's slightly different because as we can see from the chart, we had in fact fell from this region over here. I was kind of hoping for us to be able to hold this level here in order for me to remain like an ultra bullish. However, I still reckon we're in a bullish territory because we haven't broken down, or at least did not break below over here, which is a good sign. So let's zoom in a bit more so we can see a bit more with clarity. Alright, so firstly, as we can see over here, currently we have retested up here, and that is right at this resistance. Well, I call it resistance, but let's call it a larger rectangular box that would need to be at least above here and to bounce away up from here, because this would have been this is actually a support area. We did kind of got into it a little bit, then we very quickly re-established ourselves above it. Then we went sideways before ultimately creating that smaller rounding bottom there. Only until when we do break out from this level here, where you've got all this red up here, then you've got this green candle followed by the red candle. Only until we break above this green candle over here, then that is a super bullish, well, at least for the short term, for us to reclaim this move over here, which will give us in turn 22% move to the upside. And that's a pretty healthy move, actually. I'm going to consider getting into this trade right now, because if you can win trades like this, like 22% today, 30% tomorrow, 10% the day after, you will then increasing your bags, of your coins. Well, I was increasing. For me, I like to do my intraday trading as well as my long-term holds. Coq Inu is obviously one of them, but equally, I do have a mindset as an intraday trader where I can make profits on a day-to-day basis. That is my bread and butter for the short term. But ultimately, depending which coins I'm even super bullish on, such as Coq Inu and Cheers token, these will ultimately go crazy. However, I do have other bags of different coins, of course. So for the meantime, for the meantime, we just need to sit back and wait what happens here first. We just need to see us breaching this area. And once we do, then I'll be looking to take a trade on Coq Inu. It would be more or less like a safe bet that once we do come at least breaching slightly above here, I'll be looking to get into a trade. Yes, you could wait for a move similar to like this, where it does like that, followed by a pullback, wait for here as a confirmation in order for us to go up here to make that 22% move to the upside. But in my years of trading, sometimes I do like to do the breakout trade, where literally the second it breaches over here, over by this area over here, you could just do that and not come back into the zone. That does play out sometimes. I like to use this strategy because often than not, especially with meme coins, if it does break up to certain areas, it will go up, but it won't necessarily always come back straight away. Maybe later, as in like several hours or even days, it may come back to retest it. But that is just the kind of risks that I take, and I always mitigate my risk so that way I don't get to blow my account or lose the money that I use for my intraday trading. But that can be talked about in the next video. So if you are looking to do intraday trading to capitalize on pretty big moves, whilst you've got a holding portfolio, but you want to be doing intraday trading, you can maximize your gains on a day-to-day basis, whether you use it for everyday life expenses or to increase your holding bags. It's entirely up to you. But if you'd like to find out how you can trade on a day-to-day basis, then I'm going to quickly take you over to my Patreon. Alright guys, so we're here on my Patreon page. You find the link within my description. You've got 3 tiered memberships that you can choose from. You can go from our Total Crypto 23 trading coach. I will give you a one-to-one coaching lesson on how to trade more profitably. Guys, it isn't as difficult as most people like to think. I'm not going to spew a lot of garbage within that 1 hour just so I can get any more hours off you. You literally just need only 1 hour so we can trade on a demo account, help you to make a better decision, and most importantly, to minimize your losses. So that means if we quickly head back over to Coq Inu, you could make trades like this, for instance, where you can minimize your losses and gain 22% or 20+% move in trade. Guys, this can be the most comprehensive but the most easiest way for anyone to learn. And if this is a game changer and it helps you all, then guys, all you gotta do is spend 1 hour with me and I'd be more than happy to assist you, in teaching you how to trade more profitably like this eventually. What we can do, guys, is I like to be very transparent. You can time stamp this video and you can see for yourself that if we do break up from here, we should be looking for taking profit up here, and that's easily, I'll show you right now, and that's easy around about 24, even better, around about 24% to up to 27% move to the upside. I will leave it here. If you are interested in subscribing to my Total Crypto 23 trading coach, guys, I'll leave that in the description. So let's head back to the video. Right, guys, so for Bcoq Inu, I would be looking for a trade the moment that we do breach over here. Then that should give me a nice 20% move to the upside, or even 24 if I'm just measuring from around about here, because it's only up until we come all the way back up. Once we hit there, that could be a little snag or a little reaction. Reason being, because we can see quite a bit of liquidity in this zone over here. So I can raise this a little bit higher. So that means if I want to get a high probability from here to there, it would be quite a nice move. That would give me anywhere in the region of, okay, 22%. That's not too bad. So that will be my trade for Bcoq Inu. So I hope this is quite useful and informative for you all. Only once until we do break above this. So only once until we do break up from this area over here, then I'll be looking for how the price action reacts once we do get up to this zone over here. Reason why, because if you look to our left again, it looks like this could be another decent level of resistance, because if you look to our left, we've got one over here and second over here, and that's pretty good sign actually that this is the second resistance level over here. And then once we do get into a trade from here, we should be targeting this next move over here. So guys, you can see how you can quickly make quite decent gains whilst you are trading on a day-to-day basis, whilst you've got a portfolio of hodling coins, because you can make money doing trading and also hodling. So if I make this trade from here to there, that will give me an additional 16% move to the upside. So if we do 16 plus, let's say 22%, what's up, guys? That is 38% in trades that you can achieve in these separate two trades from here and that one there. In fact, you can also say this one here could be a good trade as well. So only until we break above here, attempting to retest there, but I will trade from here to here first. That will give me an additional 9%, so that's not too shabby, guys. So you see, guys, it all adds up. So ultimately, you can start making some decent gains just by doing intraday trading alongside with your hodling. So that's your Bcoq Inu analysis. So yeah, it's not looking too bad, but ultimately we are ranging bound between here and there. So yeah, that looks like an actual range from here to there. So we just need to break above here, then we should be all good, guys. So like I said in my previous videos, do not be fearful and sell all your bags because you'll be selling at a loss. Why not hold for a bit longer and also accumulate as part of your hodling bag? So once we do make that explosive move to the all-time highs, then guys, you will be in decent profit. So without further ado, let's head over to Success Kid. Now for Success Kid, it looks like we are still range bound, which is pretty decent actually. A lot of people have said to me that why am I even bothering wasting my time on Success Kid? It's still going to be one of those crazy meme coins that's going to do really well in the upcoming bull season. So yes, so look at this, guys. We went sideways from here, we've broken down below this channel, but we very quickly came back up again, within these zones over here. So we're in between, stuck in between the zone over here, which is really good actually, because this is a perfect accumulation phase. I don't know how much if you guys are holding skids, guys. Are you still bullish on Success Kid? And if so, let me know in the comments, and also let me know how much bags are you currently holding for Success Kid, because I can only see crazy moves coming in. In fact, only from the current price where we are now to the very top. Resistance level, which is up here, that's already 48% move to the upside. That is quite sick, guys. And once we do break that and we retest back to where we originally went up to that 55 cents, guys, look at this. It's like 290% move to the upside. However, my price prediction for Success Kid is going to be like $1. I reckon we can easily, reach $1 for Success Kid. It is just my personal view and my prediction. Let me know in the comments whether you agree with that or not, or where do you see maximum where Success Kid could head. And just a quick technical analysis on Success Kid. It's very boring still, but boring sometimes is very good. Perfect accumulation phase, keep on adding to your bag, and guess what, guys? You will reap all the rewards. Let's head over to Pepe. Now, a lot of people are speaking about Pepe once again, because we're not too far away from its last all-time highs, should I say, from here to there. However, we could see some crazy gains coming in for Pepe. Pepe is still an OG of the meme coins, and yeah, I might consider learning a bit more of Pepe, but I might just use it for trading purposes, as in intraday trading, rather than holding, because I've got too much bags of various different coins. I don't want to keep stacking on everything. I like to use certain coins for intraday trading because the swings are pretty decent. Like from here to there, for instance, we could be looking at, look at that, guys, 18% there, which is pretty good. The good thing is Pepe is actually on most exchanges and on their perpetual side, which means I can leverage this. If I was to 2x leverage this, that's already 36% move to the upside. So that's not too shabby. Yes, so there's two things I have noticed actually from Pepe. If I measure from here to there, that's a one swing. I'm going to create like a larger rectangular box. Alright, so if we do fall down from here, we can see a much seismic move to the downside. Quite astronomical actually. From here to there, that is quite a big move down. That's roughly around about 35. If we do break that, we could possibly come down all the way to 77% move to the downside. Only until I see us breaking above this level over here. We should in fact retest the last all-time high, and once we do, that's a nice bullish case scenario that we should be able to head away even further. In fact, let's say we do come back up to retest the zone, as long as we are bouncing around this area over here, that gives me a bullish confirmation and confidence that we should be able to break our way up. So that means once we do see this happen, I'll be looking to trade at least the minute, or when the body kind of closes above this line over here, for us to move much higher high. How high? I don't think I've ever done a prediction for Pepe, but guess what, guys? In this video, we'll do one right now. Alright, so on the weekly chart, I'm going to bring out the Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm going to measure from the very top of the wick all the way down to the bottom, and then I reckon we can get up to at least 0.404152. So that means if I bring out the measuring tool from here to there, we could be looking at least another around about 294% move to the upside. However, I just don't think we're going to end there. We could see like maybe 1,000% coming in for Pepe. Another 1,000%, maybe, that'd be another 10x. Might even see a 100x from here. Not too sure. I need to go check on their tokenomics to see where they stand in order for me to make such conclusions. Until then, I want to be more conservative and say we can at least hit another 291%, but I don't think 1,000% is out of the realm. But let's see what happens in the coming weeks And guys, if you want more videos of Pepe, leave that in its description below so we could talk about proper predictions as well as what the price action is going to say over the next few coming days. Otherwise, why don't we just head over to the next coin. Alright guys, so it looks like for Coq Inu that we're not doing too shabby. In fact, it looks like, alright guys, so it looks like we're not doing too shabby in a minute for Coq Inu. We are still range bound over here in a small little area. That's only because once we've gone up here, we didn't quite come back up to retest this high over here. Instead, we pulled back, we've gone sideways for a little bit. That's obviously because of Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin did went down a little bit over the past few days, which has caused Coq Inu to go sideways. And I'm super bullish on Coq Inu because even when the price of Bitcoin has dropped, it did not destroy the Coq Inu price, which is really good. We're currently holding range bounding here, but as we can see from this high compared to this high, this one is slightly lower than that one. And the pullback did not break below here, so that means it gives me a confidence the second that we do break above this level over here, we should be targeting at this very high up there, and that should give us in terms of trade. And by the way guys, I am currently in a trade right now for Coq Inu, which is right over here, and once this trade out, that will give me a nice 10% move to the upside. And currently this trade is actually 4x, so that'll give me 40% in trade of my trading account, which is not too shabby. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm quite bullish actually on Coq Inu, and hopefully once we do get back up to that price discovery of up here, hang on, price discovery of right up here, then as soon as we hit above here, then guys, we are literally off to the races and get into a price discovery area and hopefully smash into a crazy heights. So yes guys, this would be an insane move to the upside for Coq Inu. What I'm going to do quickly now anyway, I'll do the price prediction just as I promised in my last video, and yeah, I did kind of forget that guys, so I do apologize. I'll do that right now, but firstly let me clear all the lines on the screen just so I don't confuse everyone here, especially if you're quite new to the world of trading. Alright guys, so I'm going to zoom out from the chart a little bit. Then I'm going to pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the very top of the wick down to the very lowest area. Then we're gonna scroll up to see how far that's taken us up into. It's taken us up into 0.4025. I just don't think that that's going to be the end or it's for Coq Inu. Even though it's 5x from here, I could only see this coin literally making millionaires, quite literally. Reason why? Because one, Coq Inu is still one of the best meme coins out there, and secondly, the blockchain is on. It's actually simply amazing, and most importantly, it has not seen any bull season yet, so this will be the first one. And all the newbies coming into crypto space, they will always look for the most hyped and meme coins, simply because one is quite cheap or very cheap, and secondly, you can get lots of bags of your Coq Inu. So ultimately, I reckon from here we're going to be eating quite a few zeros, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get to at least a half a cent. Now, if we do get a half a cent from the all-time high, or even from here as you're accumulating, that should easily take us up to Taxscout, so 0.5% would give you 122,100% move to the upside. This is what's going to make you tons of money. And guys, this is just simply astonishing. Just imagine if you put $100, you would easily get $122,000 from your $100. That's if you wait until we get around about 0.5% mark. It could very well happen during the bull season, or it can happen at some point next year. But I do believe this bull season would be quite extended one. So I won't be surprised if we do reach up to around about 122,000% move to the upside. So guys, this is just crazy. I reckon this could actually work, but it is my personal prediction. Let me know what you think in the comments, but this could be an insane year. But enough about Coq Inu, let's get into Wojak. Alright guys, so Wojak is still looking pretty decent. We've been going sideways here within this channel for a little while now, but that gives me a strong confidence that we are expecting a lot more bigger moves to the upside, because even with all the crazy price swings coming from Bitcoin, it has not wrecked Wojak as it had done with multiple other meme coins such as donuts, but we get into donut after Wojak. So currently with Wojak, yeah, we're looking quite boring. This will be a perfect accumulation phase, because once we do break out from this zone over here, then we should be expecting a breakup from this area to retest at least around about this zones up here, which will give us 54% move to the upside. And Wojak is currently on quite a few different exchanges, so if you are looking for leverage trading this, I say trade carefully when it comes down to leveraging. Remember guys, it's not financial advice. If it's 2x leverage this, it will give you 108% move to the upside. If you put in $100 in your trading account and you leverage that by 2, then yes guys, you will get $108. So let me give you a price prediction for Wojak. Alright, so let's pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool. We're going to measure right from the top of the wick right down to the bottom. Alright, so let's see where could we at least expect by the Fibonacci retracement tool. Right, it looks like we should be able to expect or target around about 0.004. Now that is close to a cent from its all-time high. We are currently bouncing around over here. So let's say we do measure from here right to the top of the Fibonacci retracement tool. That will give us a 9x from here, quite possibly 10x. That is not too bad at all. Do we reckon we can go a lot higher from here? It depends on the fundamentals, depending on the popularity of this meme coin. We could even go up to maybe even 10 cents, because 1 cent is not even out of the 3 to 1. It's not even out of the realm that we shouldn't be able to hit that 1 cent mark, because from here we're not too far off actually. Let's pull out the measuring tool one last time as part of my prediction. If we get up to around about 1 cent, that is 2,700%. So that's easily 27x from here. Guys, what do you reckon? Do you reckon that's possible? I think that's possible. I might need to increase my bag a little bit more. I haven't done a price prediction for Wojak before, so this is the first one. Guys, I would like to request you all to do one thing for me if you don't mind. Just timestamp my videos that way. Let's see what happens in the next 3 to 4, maybe even 9 months from here in terms of Wojak and some of my predictions. Because I would like to find out how close would I come to predicting some of these coins just by using the Fibonacci retracement tool and with some of the fundamentals as well as tokenomics of these coins. No one's got a crystal ball. I certainly don't have that. Or doesn't matter how many years experience I've got within crypto investing or anyone else. Sometimes things just happen, and when it does go in your favor, you want to try to maximize as much as you can. So without further ado, let's go into the last token, which is donut. Still can't believe I'm talking about donuts. I never thought I'd see the Simpsons meme token. Alright, so it looks like currently we've been pretty much breaking much further to the downside. In my previous videos, I did say that, just for total transparency, if we do stay above this level over here, which is the support by the yellow line, then we should at least be able to target the resistance line up here. Because that didn't happen, and I did say that I like to be a contrarian even to my own trades, because that way I can actually mitigate my losses and maybe not jump into a trade until I see a confirmation. Now we've broken below from here, so since we've broken down below from here, we capitulated quite heavily actually, and that could be many reasons. Maybe because people just dumping the tokens so they can get their profits. So we dumped a further 47%. In fact, all in all, we have dumped even much lower. We dumped by around about 60% move to the downside. Yeah, not too great in a minute, but once we do see a push back up, or at least back up into this area over here, this would be quite decent, or even up to there. Because if I put out the Fibonacci retracement tool from here to there, that should give us a quite easy 49% move to the upside. We could all turn a bad situation into a good one, guys. As well as hodling, if anyone's hodling donuts, as well as hodling the token, it doesn't mean that you can't also have like separate funds to trade in and out. So that means, had you gone in here, or if you get in here now, for instance, and we target the first proper take over here, that's 49% move to the upside, maybe even 50%, and that's not too bad. You can either use that profit, take that profit, and to reinvest back into donuts, or use it as your own. Or just take your profit to reinvest in any other coins, or use a profit for yourself. You can do whatever you want with it. I'm not a financial advisor, just letting you know that there's so much that you can do whilst you're holding token, and even if it goes against your favor, it doesn't matter, guys, because you can always do like intraday trading and reinvest back in, so you have more in your bags. So once you do have that moonshot move to the upside, you'll be even better positioned, because if I bring out the measuring tool and we measure from the current price to all-time highs, that's easily 2000% move to the upside. So that's a 20x from here. But if we do go even much further down, then yes, guys, you should just hold on until you are in profit, and whether you like to exit, or your position with the donut is entirely up to you. But if you have some faith and you like the tokenomics and the fundamentals of the donut token, then you may do as you please. But guys, be watchful, keep an eye on their social media as well as the price action, because some people can't stomach a certain amount of losses, so you can do what you think is best for you. But ultimately, I don't want anyone who's watching my channel, or anyone in general, to be in a losing position, then exit position in a loss. Don't do that, guys. At least try to get your some level of profit or break even before you decide to do that. But guys, I'm going to give you a price prediction for donut token, and that will be the end of the video. And because we pushed down even further below, which means I can bring up the measuring tool, measure right from the top of the highest point to the lowest. Potentially we could see donut reach up to around about maybe even 52 cents. Now if I was just to use this measuring tool, the Fibonacci retracement tool of course, and bring out the measuring tool itself, that would be another, wow, look at that, guys, 6,700% move to the upside. I'm not sure if I'm long-term bullish on this token, but if I see a profit margin of around about 6,000%, guys, I'll definitely be taking my profit and exiting from Donut so I can reinvest that into something else. But that is just my personal strategy. So guys, what do you reckon? So this concludes the video. I've given you all the price prediction for cheese token, Bcoq Inu, cheese token, Bcoq Inu, Success Kid, Pepe, Coq Inu, Wojak, and finally Donut. So I do hope you find this useful and informative. Apologies for the length of the video. Just want to give you a full weekend recap in terms of the weekly chart setup as well as my price prediction, and hopefully you find this useful and informative. Very informative. It's like the longest video I've ever done so far. Not sure I'll be doing these sort of long extended videos anytime soon, but I'll let you guys leave that into the comments. So if you do find this useful and heavy on information, guys, do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to me right over here. If you haven't checked out my last two videos here and there, go check them out, and I'll see you all in the next one.